Hello everyone, class 6. I hope you all are well and await your elders. Welcome back in my GK class. Today I am describing you lesson 9, 10 and 11. Let's see here lesson 9 colorful English. Just see this one. English is a colorful language. Some colors are also used to describe a mood, person or situation. Did you know important of color? Color play a vitally important role in the world in which we live. Color can sway thinking, change actions and cause reactions. मीन्स रंग उस दुनिया में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है जिसमें हम रहते हैं। रंग सोच को बदल सकता है, कार्यों को बदल सकता है और प्रतिक्रियाओं का कारण बन सकता है। Okay dear, just you all come on the question number first. This one. They caught the thief red-handed. Now question number second. He is an excellent gardener. He has green fingers. When the teacher sought her with praises, she felt shy and turned pink. Question number 4. See here. When the children stood up to the bully, he turned yellow. And fifth number question is, a harmless lie told to avoid hunting someone's feeling is called a white lie. He is a prince. Next sixth question number. He is a prince. He has blue blood. Now seventh, his crime was a dash mark on his record, means black mark on his record. Question number last of this lesson. Virat Kohli has been playing superbly throughout this series. He has hit a purple patch. Okay. Now you all are seeing here no with direct. Now names of colors are not universal. Some languages do not have separate words for given green and blue or for yellow and orange. Means every language has not the separate names of the green, blue, yellow and so on. It is believed that Eskimos use multiple words for the color white to describe different conditions of snow. जो एस्किमोज थे वो क्या करते हैं, अपने आइस का जो कलर होता है ओनली वाइट होता है, और लेकिन वो उसके डिफरेंट कंडीशंस को, आइस के डिफरेंट कंडीशंस को देखते हुए वो वाइट कलर का डिफरेंट नेम्स देते हैं, डिफरेंट कलर्स देते हैं. इट इज़ बिलीव दैट एस्किमोज यूज मल्टीपल वर्ड्स फॉर द कलर वाइट कलर का मल्टीपल वर्ड्स देते हैं नेम्स उसके कंडीशंस, बर्फ के कंडीशन को देखते हुए. Okay dear, I hope you understood this lesson. Now come on to. Okay guys, now I am describing you lesson 10, onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a word that mimics the sound of the object or action that it refers to. For example, hissing mimics the sound that a snake makes, the woof mimics the bark of a dog. Means एक particular sound के according जो particular name दिया जाता है उसको हम कहते हैं onomatopoeia. First number question is there, this one. A sound that is produced when food is fried means sizzle, SIZZLE. मीन्स जब फूड फ्राइड होता है कढ़ाई के अंदर तो ऑयल की नॉइज आते हैं, उसमें से एक फ्राइड का नॉइज आता है, उस साउंड को हम कहते हैं सिजल. नाउ सेकेंड नंबर, a continuous rattling sound of hard object falling on or striking each other. मीन्स जब कोई हार्ड ऑब्जेक्ट एक दूसरे के ऊपर हिट करता है तो एक साउंड रिलीज होती है, दैट इज़ नोन एज द क्लैटर, CLATTER, क्लैटर. एंड थर्ड नंबर क्वेश्चन इज a short, sharp and high-pitched sound made by small birds and some insect. ये जो birds की noise होती है, sound होती है, we can tell, you all know this one, chirp, CHIRP, chirp. And question number 4 is laughing slightly and repeatedly out of amusement or nervousness. किसी रीजन से अगर हमें बार बार लाफिंग आती है तो उसे हम कहते हैं गिगल, GIGGLE. Giggle, giggle. Now question number next. Fifth number, moving or traveling very quickly. This is known as the zoom. ZOOM, zoom. Question number 6 is there. The sound produced by something rushing through air or a liquids known as swoosh. SWOOSH, swoosh. Now question number next 7 is a sudden movement of diaphragm. You know this diaphragm word is related to the science word. This is occur into our body. This is the organs which separate to our chest from stomach is known as the diaphragm. So a sudden movement of the diaphragm of the human body cause this hiccup. उसको हिंदी में हिचकी कहते हैं. Now question number next 8th, a sound made by splashing of a liquid that is known as the splatter. SPLATTER, splatter. Okay dear, I hope this chapter you also understood. Now I am just explaining you. Next one is 11th lesson is known as the Indian language. Indian language is very important. This chapter, this topics is very important for you all. In this, through English and Hindi are used. I am just explaining this one, this part. Though English and Hindi are used for most of the official purposes, many states have their own local languages. So a short discussion about the language. All Indian languages have essentially the same alphabet derived from the Sanskrit alphabet. मीन जितने भी लैंग्वेजेस हैं इंडिया के अंदर, सबके अंदर जो अल्फ़ाबेट्स आता है ABCD या AAEE, दीज ऑल आर रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम द संस्कृत अल्फ़ाबेट. There are total 22 languages speaking in India. Mainly, Sanskrit is the oldest literary language of India. Most popular languages are the Hindi, Bengali and Marathi. Okay. Now come on to the topics. This one is the first number. Dash was the first language to be declared a classical language by the Indian government, means Tamil. TAMIL, Tamil. Now question number second is Ramayana and Mahabharata were composed in this language, Sanskrit. Now Sanskrit spelling you know, SANSKRIT, Sanskrit. Now next number question is third. This is the official language of Andhra Pradesh, means Telugu. And fourth number question is there, this one. This language appears first on the language panel of an Indian currency notes, Assamese. Okay, ASSAMESE, Assamese. And question number 5 is this one. The national anthem of India was written in this language. Of course, you know this answer, Bengali. BENGALI, Bengali. Now, next number question 6 is in 1987, dash in Devanagari script was declared the official language of Goa, means Konkan. KONKANI, Konkan. Now, question number next 7 is it is the official language of Jammu and Kashmir, Urdu. URDU, Urdu. Now, question last according to this lesson is it is the official language of Karnataka, Kannada. KANNADA, Kannada. Okay dear, I hope you also again understood this lesson. And last para of this lesson is to be declared as a classical language of India, it must meet 3 criteria. Its literary traditions should be original and not borrowed. Means जब इसको कहते हैं कि भारत को एक शास्त्रीय भाषा के रूप में अगर घोषित होना है, घोषित करने के लिए इसे 3 क्राइटेरिया को फॉलो करनी होगी. फर्स्ट, इट्स लिटरेरी ट्रेडिशन शुड बी ओरिजिनल एंड नॉट बोरोड. खुद का होना चाहिए लिटरेरी ट्रेडिशन, साहित्यिक परंपरा जो है मूल होनी चाहिए, खुद का होना चाहिए और किसी उधार नहीं होनी चाहिए. And it should possess a recorded history. Now there is this one line also. It should possess a recorded history over a period of about 1500 to 2000 years, and it should have a considerable body of ancient literature considered valuable by its speakers. मीन्स इसके पास एटलीस्ट 1500 to 2000 ईयर्स की एक रिकॉर्ड किया गया हुआ इतिहास होना चाहिए, हिस्ट्री होना चाहिए, जिसमें प्राचीन साहित्य का एक बड़ा भाग होना चाहिए, अपने वक्ताओं द्वारा मूल्यवान माना जाता है। Okay dear, I hope you again understood this lesson and you do after the understanding this one, you do in your book. Okay, bye.